Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in our last video, which in case you haven't watched, the links are in the description box and somewhere on the screen as well. So I told you that the future of express entry does not seem to be very bright, at least for this year and somewhat next year as well. So the answer to getting the Canadian permanent residency could be the provincial nomination programs, that is PNP. Hence, here I am today with some positive news coming from the province of Ontario, which will surely bring smiles for a lot of people. So without wasting any more time, my name is NISHANT and let's get started. So this good news is coming from OINP for their Ontario Human Capital Priority Stream. So if you want to learn more about this particular stream, then I have already made a video about it. You can check the link on the screen or in the description box. But just to give you a brief, so Ontario Human Capital Priority Stream is one of the most popular PNP programs for the province of Ontario, which does not require a job offer. So what you need is, you need a valid express entry profile and you must have ticked off that you are interested in all the provinces or especially Ontario, and then you can automatically be considered for a nomination. But as you know, the PNPs are based on the labor market demands of a particular province. So apart from having a valid express entry profile, if you have a certain NOC code and certain CRS scores, then your profile can be picked for nomination for the OINP. So the only problem with OINP is that they pick profiles with CRS scores which is just below the actual CRS cutoff for the express entry draws. So the last express entry draw for the Federal Skilled Worker Program happened in December 2020, and at that time the CRS cutoff was 468, and since then Ontario has been picking profiles with CRS score between 463 to 467, that is just below 468. So basically they are putting an upper cap. So the profiles with only up to the 467 CRS score were being picked for a nomination. And as I said, there hasn't been any express entry draw since December 2020. And for PNPs like OINP and various other PNP programs, they generally pick profiles with CRS score which is lower than the actual cutoff, actual CRS cutoff for the express entry. So the people who actually had pretty good CRS scores like 470, 475, 480 or even higher, they were not being picked by anyone, which is insane because these are good, capable and qualified candidates, but they are not being picked by anyone. But fortunately, the province of Ontario has finally realized that the federal government is not picking anyone in the express entry draws since a very long time, and we are not very sure as to when exactly the express entry draws will resume. So Ontario realized that they can actually pick these people who have such good CRS scores and they are just sitting idle in the express entry pool. Hence, in one of the recent OINP draws for the Ontario Human Capital Priority Stream that happened in the last week of February, the province of Ontario actually picked people with CRS scores between 455 and 600. So basically they removed that upper cap, which is such a good news for all the people who had really good CRS scores. And moreover, the lower limit of the CRS range, that is 455, if you notice, it is way lower than the actual CRS cutoff for the last express entry draw, which was 468. And even when now the express entry draw will resume this year, the CRS cutoff is expected to go even higher, probably touching 500. So considering that, the CRS of 455 is way lower and much more achievable for a majority of the population who are sitting in the express entry pool right now. So as I said before, other than the CRS score, another important criteria for being picked for a nomination is your NOC code. So for this OINP draw that happened in the last week of February, the targeted occupations were as follows. 0114, Other Administrative Services Managers. 0122, Banking, Credit and Other Investment Managers. 0124, Advertising, Marketing and Public Relations Managers. 0125, Other Business Services Managers. 0211, Engineering Managers. 0311, Managers in Healthcare. 0601, Corporate Sales Managers. 0631, Restaurant and Food Service Managers. 0711, Construction Managers. 0731, Managers in Transportation. 0911, Manufacturing Managers. 1121, Human Resources Professionals. 1122, Professional Occupations and Business Management Consulting. 2161, Mathematicians, Statisticians and Actuaries. 3012, Registered Nurses and Registered Psychiatric Nurses. 3211, medical laboratory technologists, 3231 opticians, 3233 licensed practical nurses. And these targeted occupations were very similar to the previous OINP draws. So basically that means that in the future OINP draws, you can expect the targeted occupations to be very similar as well. Yes, there could be a few knockouts which may get added and few knockouts which may get removed, but more or less it could be the same. So if you have one of these knockouts that I discussed, and if you have a CRS score of 455 and above, then there is a high possibility that you can get a nomination from the province of Ontario. So if you haven't already, then this would be a great time to create an express entry profile. Also, if you notice that all the knock codes that I shared were basically non-IT occupations. But don't worry, that doesn't mean that there is no demand for IT in the province of Ontario. So basically, in the Ontario Human Capital Priority Stream itself, the province conducts a separate draw for the IT roles, which is basically called a tech draw. So hopefully in the next tech draw, the province may follow the same trend where they may remove the upper cap on the CRS score. So yes, there is definitely a hope for the tech professionals having good CRS scores that in the near future, they may expect a nomination from the province of Ontario. So yes, finally some good news coming in, and that too for one of the most popular PNP programs, that is the Ontario Human Capital Priority Stream. Hopefully other provinces may also start following the same trend, fingers crossed. And having said that, my next video would be about another very popular PNP program. So if you are interested to watch more such content related to Canada immigration, life in Canada, job search in Canada, jobs in Canada, and much more, then please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button to keep us motivated. I'll see you in our next video. Till then, take care and stay safe.